I'm Beth Bridges, and I am the chairwoman of the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce. Welcome today. Earlier this year, the Lubbock Chamber took a major step forward in its advocacy efforts to not only act as the voice of business in City Hall and on Capitol Hill, but to also fight for free enterprise in the courts. On March 31st, we joined a lawsuit against the federal government to fight a regulation that will be disastrous for commerce. We're so proud to be partnering with one of our great chamber members, Lubbock attorney Fernando Bustos, in taking this stand for job creators' rights, and we thank Fernando for joining us today. Thank you for being here. We also want to thank Annie Spillman, who is the Legislative Director with the National Association of Federal Business, for joining us here today. NFIB is the lead plaintiff in this lawsuit, and we're proud to partner with them in fighting this overreaching regulation. This regulation is known as the Persuader Rule, and changes to it recently by the U.S. Department of Labor dramatically tilt the playing field in favor of unions. These changes to the Persuader Rule potentially expose every employer to reporting requirements and disclosures and clearly violate constitutional rights. The stakes are far too high for us to sit on the sideline and not stand up for businesses in this effort. So today, we are proud that the state of Texas and 9 other states are getting involved in this issue. I'm pleased to introduce Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Since the day he took office, General Paxton has fought against overreaching government regulations, and today is no different. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
Thank you very much. Well, good afternoon. I want to thank you all for being here today on this historic day for Lubbock. It's also a great day for Texas and a historic day really for all states. I also want to thank the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce for all that you do, and I want to thank you, Beth, specifically for all the work that you've put in on this. I should also note the leadership of those organizations like National Federation of Independent Business, Texas Association of Business, and the Texas Association of Home Builders. This morning here in Lubbock, the state of Texas, along with Arkansas, West Virginia, Alabama, Wisconsin, Utah, Michigan, Indiana, Oklahoma, and South Carolina, filed a request with the court to stop the federal government from enforcing new rules that would severely damage the attorney-client privilege all Americans enjoy. Once again, I find myself standing up to the kind of overreach that has marked the Obama administration. I use the term overreach very intentionally, as the Supreme Court of the United States has acknowledged that states have the absolute authority to regulate the practice of law within their own borders. Confidentiality is a cornerstone issue in the practice of law and has been since before our nation's founding. Every American from every walk of life knows that when they talk to a lawyer, they have attorney-client privilege. No one should feel that when they sit at a table with an attorney, a chair should be available for the federal government to listen in on that conversation. In the same way Barack Obama disrespects the border between Texas and Mexico, he fails to respect the boundaries that make the attorney-client privilege sacred, proving there are few lines that this administration won't try and cross. This is about a president's unlawful use of executive fiat to rule, contrary to the rule of law. The Constitution makes it clear that the power rests with the people, not with any individual. This is just the latest attempt by the president to subvert states' rights and place all powers in the hands of the executive branch. I'm proud today to stand with Arkansas Attorney General Leslie Rutledge and these other attorney generals from across the nation who are standing up to stop this latest power grab. If we sit by and allow this to go unchecked, it's easy to envision a future president deciding that people are no longer able to confidentially talk to their pastor or priest or potentially their husband or wife. Attorney-client privilege is a cultural understanding woven into the fabric of our legal system, and I'm committed to defend this right for every American. Thank you very much. Beth, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, General Paxton. We're grateful to have the great state of Texas and 9 other states on our side. This challenge is not something that can be overcome alone. The business community as a whole must stand together to fight against regulatory overreach. And we are so grateful for the other organizations who have stood up with this, including the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, who last week filed a friend of the court brief supporting our lawsuit. This support is so important and vital to us and our partners in this lawsuit, including the National Federation of Independent Business, Texas Association of Business, National Association of Home Builders, and the Texas Association of Builders. On behalf of the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce and the more than 2,000 member businesses that we represent, I'd like to sincerely thank everyone involved in this effort.